And it's live. Hello and welcome to.
No one's watching it.
I know, but they're gonna be watching it later, though, right?
True.
The whole idea of
pre-show.
We're
recording and broadcasting is so we can do both, right?
Do it.
So,
I want to do the.
oh, you gotta sign it down. Anyway, so welcome in those of you that are watching on the replay later. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Maybe not, but you could be enjoying it. We have Adam C. Smith over here. We have Lee Rail over here, Aaron Riley, a.k.a. Sonar Riley on Twitter. We are here at the Berliner Pub, which you can see behind us, in Renton, Washington, enjoying a nice 80, thank you, at Berliner Pub. That's a nice 80-plus degree day again in Seattle. We are going to start here and start talking momentarily. We just tweeted this out, so bear with us this first time here as we begin to gather some folks and some steam, hopefully.
Yes.
We have beer.
So only we will do a quick toast.
Prost.
And if anyone's near, you should come down and have a beer with us. We'll put you on the cam. Whether you want to be or not.
So we'll go ahead, and while we're waiting for people to show up, we're going to go ahead and do a quick recap of what happened, why this came about.
Good idea.
About 2 weeks ago, I guess almost 3 weeks ago now, it was 2 weeks ago. We dropped down to San Francisco to go watch San Jose Earthquakes play the Seattle Sounders. And during our trip, we noticed that the San Jose feed did not work. So where we were talking about the phone, the magical phone that held it up. Those of you that watched it, we appreciate that. And we had talked about doing a broadcast live previously, or just a podcast just for fun. This opportunity came about, so we decided to go ahead and do it. So that's kind of the recap, I think. Unless you guys want to add something in.
There's one person watching. We're waiting for people to roll in, so if you can retweet, that'd be great.
I have something. San Francisco brought back quite a few memories for some of us. You know, we had some Judy Garland moments.
Yes.
There was a lot of clang, 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 goes the trolley.
We were on the trolley for a long time.
For a long time.
It was $6 one way to go up the hill.
We'll probably talk about it a little bit later, but we actually had to run and catch the trolley.
Yes. And I actually got to hang off it. I already bored you with that video, though, so forget that.
Absolutely. All right. So, anyway, we'll move on now. We are going to try and keep this somewhat on task, which probably won't happen, but since it's our first time together, we'll probably go off on a million tangents.
Yes.
But for those of you that are watching again later, here we go. So, Cup happened. We have a U.S. Open Cup in 48 hours. One of the things this week we all saw was the coin flip. We lost our 5th coin flip in a row during this U.S. Open Cup period. We don't need to worry about who hosts the finals yet. We want to worry about the semifinals. But
Jason Buzzard in Utah is here.
Oh, hello, Jay Buzzard.
We're having trouble with bandwidth, so if we drop out, we'll pop us back as fast as we can on.
Yep.
Welcome, sir. Thank you for protecting our great country with your bombs.
Yes,
Go
sir.
Air Force.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go Air Force.
Yeah.
I'm going to get your jersey signed Wednesday, sir. And I will mail it off presently.
So with the coin flip that we were talking about, relative frequency estimate of probability. This morning I ran a bunch of coin flip, probabilities, and surprisingly enough, in about the 30 or 40 times that I ran 5 coin flips, I actually had 2 times come up with all 5 coming up heads. We don't know if they were heads or tails, of course, but it was interesting. The more you run, of course, the closer you are to 50%. But when you're only doing 5, or in this case 1, it will have that.
That's conspiracy theorists.
It is. So I don't mean to pop the conspiracy theorist bubbles, but we definitely have. It would be better to have it open. I tweeted to the Cup.us or the U.S. Open Cup on Twitter earlier this week that I would like to see more, as we all would, more transparency to the process, so we can all.
The U.S. Open Cup and the U.S. Soccer Federation in general, with the closed bidding system, making changes this year to the way the bidding system worked in the earlier rounds. And we all know that the Sounders produce a ton of money, and they're going to get a lot of stuff out there. There's no way that I find it hard to believe that Kansas City and the Sounders put in the exact same amount of money.
Yeah.
Right.
That just seems ludicrous to me. So.
And I'm an idiot, and I would have bet. I don't even. Was there any numbers at all? Does anyone know at all?
No.
We don't even know that. But like, even if you say you bet $1 million, I'd bet $1,000,006.
Right.
Sure. And a penny. Right? I'm stupid.
We have Drew Carey as one of our minority owners. We know how to play this game.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, the price is right. Exactly. Yeah, there was no way that it was the exact same bid from the understanding of everything we saw. Of course, there was. There was obviously. I just lost my train of thought. That's good. Oh, there was other things than just money. It was the seats, the percentage of ticket sales, etc. So finding that answer to be pretty poor. So. Regardless,
being at the stadium down in San Francisco, we easily, if they had wanted to sell the tickets, half the stadium was not full for the home team.
About three quarters full. It was roughly three quarters full.
As they let people filter in.
Yes, they had a lot of issues at the main gate trying to get people.
They had one gate.
Yeah,
they let us in one gate for the Sounders fans.
True.
And all the other fans had to go through one gate.
Yeah.
And during the national anthem, a lot of people showed up and they had to stop them because they can't go in during that time, obviously.
Yeah. Right. So by the time halftime rolled around, the stadium was actually
it was three quarters full, is what they said roughly.
6,000, 7,000 people.
Yeah, exactly. So
and since you mentioned the national anthem, just in case anyone missed it, all credibility to the ECS. We let it. Their PA system was terrible. The facility was not all that great. We're on.
And we're back. 3-1 demolishing, so to speak. I won't call it demolishing, but we won 3-1 in the semis last time, which of course let us go on to the Clink to secure our second of 3 in a row as we go towards 4.
My recollections of that game were that we beat them, but they had a lot. I loved winning, but they brought a lot of fans up. They actually had some noisy fans with drums and in their colors, and they traveled up, and I was impressed.
Traveled very well. I was on an airplane heading to South Korea, so I unfortunately was not there.
I was on a boat in the middle of Lake Shasta.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I was the only one there then.
Yes, you were the one. I was not there.
That's why
there were 5,000
I'm not going on Wednesday because I have to keep the tradition alive. Can't go to Chivas Open Cup game. Can't do it.
Oh, you're not going. That's right, you're not going.
No, I'm not going. I have tickets, but I'm not going.
Yes.
Are they giving away yet?
I don't know yet.
We'll know tomorrow, and if we have them left, we'll tweet out.
At Lee Rail may have 2 tickets to sell or whatever.
But we'll let you know.
Charity.
Yeah.
Or you could come over and be his friend.
So some useful facts.
So this is actually a game is a little bittersweet too because James Riley's actually rolling back into town.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody saw his Twitter over the weekend on Sunday to Steve Zakawani, but he is traveling. He is going to be in the 18 more than likely. And after listening to Soccer Musing's appearance on Nos Arietes this week from last night, it sounds like James Riley has actually become one of the favorite Chivas players in the lineup. So
I'd expect him to.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
I thought he was a great guy. I don't know why. I know I heard some people maligning him in his last year here. I've never had a problem with James Riley.
No, I think some people didn't like her for his play. Personality-wise, he was amazing. I love the guy. I mean, he was a great fun. All right,
and we're full
back.
bandwidth.
And we're full
all
bandwidth.
4 bars. All right, you might
give us a feedback if we're better now.
Yeah, can we get a ping, Jason? Mr.
Right.
Buzzard, or what's your? Are you? Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Buzzard.
Jason Buzzard in Utah. I hope you don't mind me giving your name out in public.
Yeah, well,
I could look it up anyway. You're in the Air Force. You're public.
But,
sorry.
But Jay Buzzard actually wanted to talk about the 09 U.S. Open Cup, which I actually met Jay Buzzard there at the game, at the bar.
So did I. Oh, no, wait. No, I saw him sorry, different match.
You saw him in Real
I have met him, but not at that match, sorry.
So, but I actually got to meet him at the bar.
When it all started.
In what is it, whatever it was. So that was kind of cool, but that was an unbelievable experience being with ECS there, hanging out. And I just remember however 200 of us just when the game was over, everybody was bouncing up and down. The bird crap was falling off the walls.
That's the glue that holds the stadium together.
I know. We were afraid it was all going to collapse on us. Couldn't get the the $2 beers and the $2 hot dogs because all the DC fans were in line. I ended up having to go get. They were selling 22s of Corona, So I ended up getting a couple 22s at Corona, but
we're looking good on the bandwidth, by the way. I think we're going to be solid for the rest of this broadcast.
Excellent.
So,
all right.
Thanks for hanging in there, guys. This is the first time we're doing this, so
it's going to be bumpy. We hope to get better. Assuming people want to see it and watch it, we'll keep doing it.
We are testing this out, and we love feedback of it, good or bad. So please tell us if the audio, if the music, if you can't hear our voices,
or
if
too
we
loud.
just look like blotches. I mean, I probably do, but.
Yeah, but it's just because you're pasty white.
Yeah, that pasty white guy.
They stuck me in the middle, so they could kind of duck out every once in a while and do their thing.
I can the spotlight and shine some light on
you. It's kind of like an iPhone flashlight.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so getting back to where we were, 09. I actually remember where I was too. Unfortunately, I wasn't in JFK.
Neither was I.
I was at the Great American Casino here in Tukwila, as we call it, the GAC, having happy hour drinks, watching on my laptop while my non-Sounders friends thought I was absolutely crazy trying to watch the game. And when Freddie got stomped on, man, I went nuts at the ball.
I forgot that was the match that happened, didn't it?
Oh, my God.
We were all up in the stands getting fucking angry about that.
I forgot that part of that. I didn't
brutal.
remember it was that game exactly. Right.
Yep. So that was brutal. So anyway, we're obviously looking forward to this game. Lots of good stuff. I did read a comment today that the goats are very good on the road, so that'll be interesting. And of course, like you said, they travel well. So
they travel well. I watched the match on TV just to end that last discussion. I went to every game, but I just could not. I didn't have the time or wherewithal to get to DC. So shame on me.
Nope, not at all.
Shame.
Not getting to DC.
Shame on you.
No, complete shame. I should have been there.
Hey, you're right. You should have.
Yeah, it's because of you we won. So don't go into the next way.
Yeah, any away final I have to stay home for.
All right, a question was asked of us also. What would a winning a fourth Open Cup mean to you? So I'm going to go first because I like to talk, as we all know. What it means to me is the CCL for next year, obviously. The chance to get in the FIFA World Team Cup Championship. The idea of playing that again, I love it. The idea of winning 4 trophies in a row. I know we have a friendly coming up shortly, and I actually enjoy the friendlies because I have a family who like going to the games, seeing the big teams. I want to see another championship. I want to see the 4th, and I know we all probably feel the same way, but that is my feeling. That's where I am. So, Lee?
Josh Wicks is the devil. I like to point that out.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Will.
Mr. Sampson.
At Will Sampson on Twitter commented.
He is the devil.
That was just brutal.
5 game suspension for that stomp.
And by the way, where is he now?
Where's who?
I don't even know where Wicks is.
He was hurt. I don't know what happened to him.
I heard he
But
was
guess
hurt.
who's still one of the greatest forwards in the league? He's playing for us. Freddie Montero got stomped on, came back.
Yep. Hello, Brasbit. Welcome into there.
Brasbit,
Brasbit says he's getting a lot of ads. Okay, let me just say something really quick. You guys that have watched me broadcast matches, I make no money off this. There's nothing but loss for me in this. It's just I don't control the ads. So if you get Viagra ads, it's not me. I don't do any of that.
Hey,
So
if this gets big enough,
Then we're
we'll
gonna
start taking donations. It's $90 a month.
we're leaving
How much?
Ustream.
$90 a month to do a pro feed.
At that point, we're leaving Ustream.
And then we can figure out if it becomes too much of a problem. All right.
Right.
So,
Anyway,
Lee,
and if
what does it
anyone
mean?
knows where Jason Wicks is now, let me know.
Okay.
Let him tweet us.
So what is the 4th cup?
Yeah, me and you.
For me, the 4th cup means that we set. So a lot of people don't know this. I was born in Fall River, Massachusetts. So I have a lot of soccer heritage in me from the Fall River Marksmen, New Bedford teams, stuff like that. So for me, to come from that area where everything is huge as far as soccer goes and that heritage, and to be able to bring that to the West Coast and actually show that the Cascadia teams rock. It would mean a lot to me. So that's about it.
Okay.
For me, simply in the MLS, modern era of the Sounders, it would be the greatest accomplishment for the Sounders in the modern era until we win the MLS Cup at the end of the season.
Yep.
And then I would love to have the debate whether the MLS Cup was more important or winning 4 U.S. Open Cups. I mean, four cups.
I think right now that we're in 3 competitions again, I say U.S. Open Cup comes first because it's the next competition,
and we own it.
Yep.
It's our cup.
It's our cup now.
I think we need to play through that. I think we need to work on where I heard it, a couple of times where we're 7 points away from the supporter shield right now. And honestly, that to me means more than
the MLS Cup. I agree.
But I think they all go hand in hand. We got to get back up on the horse.
Yep.
I think all this woe is me, you're sucking, the 9-game streak.
Yeah.
We won 2 U.S. Open Cup games in that 9-game losing streak.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
It was our shining hope. So,
I agree. Like
With our
energy-
second team, so to speak.
Yeah.
So,
Positive energy is important, and I read in the news. I can't remember if it was a newspaper or online article, but someone was saying that we're basically out of the Supporters Shield, and I'm like, no, there's 16 games left. Zach Kawani's coming back. He's going to get stronger. Is he going to be 100%?
No.
But we got him. We got firepower. We're not out of the Supporters Shield.
So
Don't.
apparently, just to break in here real quick, little fact finding.
Please.
Will Sampson has found out that Wix is playing in Finland right now for IFK.
and Jay Buzzard mentioned that
You
on
can
here
follow
too.
at Will
So,
Sampson,
thanks, Jay Buzzard.
SAMSON.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Will, for
Thank
doing
you,
that
guys.
little research for us.
I totally appreciate it. That's awesome. I didn't even think about Josh Wicks talk today.
Well, I
Excellent.
would have never thought of it, except he did step on him, and it
We have,
annoyed me.
we have an entire dictionary here of stats and statistics. Josh Wicks
Was
in
not
the
on it.
equation.
No.
If it
well, I
wasn't
didn't
for
plan
Will.
on. Yes. So, okay. So we are also hearing our videos much better. So thank you for the feedback there as
All right,
well.
good. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
So to keep us on track a little bit, because we're going to go on
Well, he's
forever,
looking at
and
the
we don't
next
want to do
notes
that.
for what we go on to. I'd like to let you know if you want technical details of how we're doing this, text me or email me or direct message me. And also, if you can hashtag rats in any comments, that we're searching rats for comments.
Or
on
Sonarfeed.
Twitter. Or Sonarfeed. And also, and we're reading the chat room also. And we have 4 people watching that we know
Yes.
of.
Hello, Yellow
Shout
Salmon.
out to Yellow Salmon. See you
Hello.
up there.
All right, so let's break away from soccer for a minute, because what we wanted to do here, there's a lot of good soccer podcasts. Obviously, all of us listen to No Satiatis. I'll do it.
This
the
unofficially.
Sounder at heart. You know, obviously we love you guys.
Thank you, guys.
We're not trying to do anything nearly like that. Obviously, we're not high quality. We're not professionals. We are who we are, and we just wanted to do a little bit of Rats broadcast. So what happened with Rats, we'll give you a quick intro. Rats started about a year ago, almost a year ago.
Maybe
It was
more, dude.
no, it was a New England game, the New England away,
We
which
had
I need to
bounced
look
the
up.
idea around for a while though. Before it was an official.
True.
But yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
But
okay.
there was a New England away game last year, which if anyone's looking it up and you want to look it up, that's the first time the Rats unofficially met. Adam and I on Twitter were Twitter followers of each other. We wanted to go out and get a beer, and we also wanted to watch an away game. We ended up meeting at Terrible Beauty down here in Renton. Will, Sarah, Dave, Lee, Adam, myself, and Bryce Hall all showed up. Had a great little time. We talked soccer, but honestly, soccer was probably 25% of it, maybe.
Right.
And that's kind of what the Rats is all about.
Good supporters groups.
Exactly. Yes.
We're never in competition. We're all members of Sounder at Heart, ECS.
Yep.
Gorilla
FC, etc.
I'm a member.
North End. I'm an NEF. I'm in
We
all of
have
them.
security in all kinds of organizations.
Right.
Exactly.
Arm of Crafts. We know you're lurking somewhere.
Exactly.
We never came into this to usurp anything. So, in his vein, he will continue with. Basically, we were wanting something that might have been a little bit off
Different.
the radar. We're all Sounders fans, but we like to do things and talk about things. Trivia nights, drink, have a pub, go out,
Music.
Right, music.
Bill Murray.
Chive.
Jive.
We have a lot of interest.
So it's really about everything. The Rats, originally we jokingly, because I'm an acronym guy, I like making up acronyms, and
I think it was 3 a.m. we came.
it was probably, it may have been. So we came up with Renton Area Twitter Sounder Supporters, which is what it originally started as. After the group got together and everybody came together, we became randomly associated Twitter Sounder Supporters to keep the Rats tag.
After many revisions, that was what we settled on.
Many
And just for
revisions.
those who might not know, rats.org on the interweb.
Yes, rats.org.
Yes.
And you can see the scar right here that I still have from where Lee didn't get what he wanted. I stood up to him and I
He's
won.
a big lug. He'll
So,
drop the lumber on you.
Yeah.
He'll punch you quickly.
Yeah, if you could have seen him in San Francisco.
Not really.
My God.
That was a lie.
Wow, really?
No, not really, no.
I didn't run up and give Ross Fletcher a little kissy poo on the cheek there.
Well, let me tell you
I didn't
something
actually
about
give
that
it to him.
moment. Ross Fletcher is a very fit man.
He's actually very skinny. Yeah.
So when I got a picture with him after an
don't know
open
the story.
cup match. He was in the parking lot like 20 feet away from my car, and I saw him.
I do know the story.
Okay, yeah, and I was like, Ross Fletcher's here, and he actually came. I was like, can I get a picture? And he was like, sure. And he just came over and was like, eh. And then I put my arm around him, and I never felt more like a giant marshmallow in my life. He was a wiry, cabley, fit 6'4" guy. And
You do realize that I'm going to now cut this out and send this to him, right?
Why?
Okay.
Oh, Ross! I love Ross Fletcher.
I know. No, I know in a good way.
Yeah,
in a good way.
In a good way.
Don't. If you see this man,
Don't start
run.
the joke. I know what you guys are thinking right now.
No, we're not going to do that joke.
I don't want to hear it.
We're not doing that joke. All right. Anyway, so now we're way off topic. No, we're not. We're still about rats.
We're on topic.
So
Rats.
the whole point of rats is we had a common love of soccer, Sounders, and we have all different political beliefs, all different religious beliefs, all different nonsensical beliefs. But what it is we have a good core group of people who like being together most of the time. And you can join if you want. It's no cost. Rats.org. RATSS.org.
No cost.
Zero cost.
Just make yourself known, because we need to know who's there. Our goal is to have memorabilia for people, whether you live in Seattle, Washington, the country, or out of the country.
Okay, hold on. Can you guys hear this music? Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. All right, we promised no singing, but this song, I have a video.
So true. So true.
I have a video of us, not us, but me in Israel, in Tel Aviv, at 3 in the morning singing the song.
That was a great video.
You've seen it, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. It's awful. And my son,
was awful.
Yeah, my son.
Awfully awesome.
Yeah,
Who
awful.
needs a refill?
I do.
Yeah, I'll need one
What are you
soon.
drinking?
All right, they're all
I'm
going.
going to leave you to tell the story, because we're just interrupting you. What are you doing? Beltons? All right.
I'm going to keep talking then. All right, so anyway, that's who rats are. Feel free to join us. Come on in. We come down here to the Berliner for the away games most times. There's also a bus from here to the stadium, which has been wonderful. So you can drink a little bit and not drive,
Chelsea game?
which is wonderful. The Chelsea game is the next bus.
Yeah.
It is usually an hour and a half before game time. Gets us there about 1 hour before game time. We actually caught the march this last time as well.
Yeah, we caught the march this time. We got caught in the middle of the march, actually.
Yes, we did actually, yes.
Because we were stuck right in front of FX McRory's right as it was coming out, yeah.
We have a comment here. More beer, yep, that surely will help. Thank you. So, anyway. Yeah, we're tone deaf sonar singers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, we're live. Yeah.
So, the next big topic we're going to talk about, I'm sure is going to get a lot of feedback through the feeds. We're going to talk a little bit about referees. We're going to talk MLS. We're going to talk Open Cup. We're going to talk CCL. We're going to talk referees in general. I mean, we all have our favorites, Toledo, Salazar, Stott, who actually I thought did a really good job on Saturday for a change.
Almost too fair.
Almost too fair. It was, Morafo, the new kid, what's his name, Hilario. I think it's a great first name.
Hilario.
Stott, first of all, because I have a bad impression of Stott.
Okay, so here's the funny thing.
He has the first match. But after that, I think maybe he was better.
We're going to talk, and you guys are obviously going to comment on Twitter, comment here, or
do this real quick so they can see it.
Right in front of Aaron's face.
Or comment later.
Not brought to you by Sound.
The surprising part is, so I made a comment today of asking who the referee was. I was asking because I finally, in the last 24 hours, put together a list of all the referees we've had in every game that counted, no friendlies, but every U.S. Open Cup game since 2009, every MLS game, and every CCL game as well, both the play-in and the regular, along with the playoffs. Surprisingly enough, so Stott has refereed 13 games since the Sounders went into MLS.
Is that the most, pretty much?
Salazar had the most. Salazar is 14.
Who is probably equally
and
hated.
Stott is 13. So Stott is 5, and 3. So 50%. I'm sorry, 38.46% of his games are wins and losses, and then 23% are draws. Surprisingly enough, there is no, other than Terry Vaughn, there is no.
Is he even refereeing?
No, not anymore. No, I included everybody. But there is not one single referee who has more losses, other than the guys who did one match, than. Hello, Lickett. Welcome to the broadcast, or train wreck, as we're calling it.
I have his scarf. I'm going to get the car real quick so we can show it off.
Oh, God,
I have mine too.
Rough talk now.
So, other than Mark Kedlek, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but
Which one? Oh, Kedlick, yeah.
Kedlick. He's probably one of the worst, quote-unquote, referees against us. But the reason I did this is because I typically, when I go to games, I yell at the refs. Even Stott, who I'm not a big fan of, I thought he did a great job, relative, on Saturday. He called the game very in our favor, it appeared. There were a couple that we didn't get, maybe, but there was a lot that they probably could have called on us and didn't. It seemed like he came in with the clear intention of calling it for us. Our key is we want to make sure that I want to see us get a fair across the board. I don't care if we get calls against us if they're true calls. Just make sure you call it into us.
Yeah, I think most people that are watching right now have a firm belief in the idea of wanting just fair and consistent ref calling. I mean, I think we have enough problems with refs calling different games between halves or even halves of halves, which the consistency isn't there. But just having a ref corps that's from the U.S. Soccer Federation that is consistent all the time. And hey, Skank, how are you? We do see you. So, we do see you guys' feedback here. We think
and
that.
Lickett.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this.
Shout out to Lickett. Well, real
wait, hold on. We're going to give Lickett a big wave.
Should we do the full-on, across the camera thing? Okay, this is the back of Lickett's awesome heritage scarf.
Thank you, Lickett.
Let's flip it real quick, because the other side's the coolest. It has the years of our conquests made by Lickett P. I don't know if he has any left, but Lickett P on Twitter, you can ask him.
I don't think he has any left based on the Twitter, but
sorry.
I think actually next week we're going to have Scarf Talk added to the...
thank you.
We will go further into Scarf Talk next week.
2 more liters of cold beer.
Thank you.
Cold beer pros. Can I get a Knob Creek on the rocks?
Knob Creek on the rocks.
And the bourbon comes out.
We're going to the hard licks right away.
Go into bourbon.
So anyway.
But the bottom line is I've got this in a spreadsheet format. I was bored, obviously, and I'll be glad to share it with you if you want it. But it was interesting to look at how many refs we have, or how many games we've had refed by a very small amount of refs. Salazar, Vaughn, etc.
Michael Kennedy. Michael Kennedy.
But Michael Kennedy for us is 5-1-1 in games we've played. So
on the ref thing, since I had to go out and get Lickett P's scarf because I really wanted to show it off because it is fantastic.
It is awesome.
I'd like to say on the ref thing, sooner or later clearly we'd all want consistency through every match, but right now MLS, we would settle for consistency for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Just match to match, be consistent in one game where you're just consistent. And maybe later on, maybe we'll start. I would like to start something, but if we could @reply MLS and talk about refs, let them know how important this is. When they start affecting the game, it's annoying, and it's always going to happen. Refs will make bad calls, but we're getting oddly inconsistent calls in 15 minutes apart.
Well, and I think a couple of the. I think it may have been Jeremiah, but I'm not going to say that for sure. But somebody recently said, may have been Lickett. Actually, we were talking on Twitter. You're never going to hear about a ref when he has a good game. You're only going to hear about a ref when he has a bad game. So to be fair, but to be fair, how often do we go up to somebody when they do a good job and just say, "Good job, thank you," as opposed to
thanks for doing what you were paid to do.
Exactly.
We never say that.
No,
this occurred to me after the last match exactly because I thought about it after the game because we're talking about a ref we don't like, right?
Bourbon's here.
The bourbon's here.
Thank you.
We are drinking. We're not professionals. Disclaimer done.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm just going to throw it out there. Shit. You said a bad word.
Mother effer.
No, we'll back that up.
I haven't said a single word.
That's kind of funny. I just realized none of us had said a bad word.
Lee won the swearing belt.
Yeah, I get $25 now because he did that.
But it occurred to me after the last match, and I'm sure it's occurred to others, but,
Whoa, careful, cowboy.
Easy. We're drinking here, okay? But after the last match, it occurred to me, the ref we had, we weren't happy with going in, and it all made us a little worried because we've not had, we know he's sometimes doesn't do us right. But things seem to be okay if we win, right?
Yeah.
After the game, I didn't think about the ref anymore because we won. Had it been a draw or a tie, I probably would have, or a loss after the match, I might have thought differently of Stott.
No.
But we won, and I never gave another thought to the ref.
No, but see, okay, so that's a good point. Emotionally, right? We all get into the emotions. We obviously had a lot of emotions. His swear count. Now we have a swear counter. Loser buys last round. Right now, it's going to be Lee.
Lee Rail on Twitter is taking
Lee, who's the biggest loser, right? But I think we often focus on that. But I honestly sat there in the first half with my seatmates, and we talked about how they may be calling a little bit fair to us, a little bit too fair to us. Again, we won, great, but I'd rather have a fair game all the way across.
Oh man, no, we've seen matches where we're clearly, I'm a homer, and we love our Sounders. We do, we sing it, but I want fair both ways. And when I see a bad call go against, if it's against us, but it's a bad call, or it's against even the other team, and it's so clear, it is disgusting because you realize there's fans on the other side that are seeing that, and you're like, oh, I saw it too.
Yeah. Right.
Everyone's happy to take it when you get the call go your way if it's a bad call, but we just want consistency.
All right, so we're going to table refs for now. There's a new drinking game too. How many times are you going to toss the horns?
I'm a horn thrower. Hey, the song that I'm going to share tonight is don't listen to the lyrics closely. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. All right, so now I'm going to call timeout since I'm somewhat being the moderator here of this train wreck that's going on. And so we're going to move on, and
we're going to talk a little bit about booze since we've already brought it up, and the Knob Creek's shown up.
Yeah, we're going to do a full segment on bourbon in a future episode.
Because right now we have in the crowd we have Scotch, bourbon, Jaeger.
Right
now we're actually just drinking beer.
When I do hard licks, I'm doing an it's a Maybach. I'm having the Schlossbrau Ski.
Yeah, we know you're sloshed. What's your problem, man?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm nowhere near sloshed. I'm close. Go easy.
All right, so because this is going nowhere fast.
Glass houses.
No. People knew this was going to be a debacle. They can't just come in and think, oh, what are these drunkards doing?
Oh, no, we actually have a target.
We advertised ourselves as a train wreck, but we actually do have a target.
All right.
We do. And we're actually staying on target pretty well.
We are. We're within a few moments of our expected timeline here, so we appreciate all your patience. All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about music, which is another big love of this group. And we're going to circle back to bourbon. We'll circle back to a lot of other fun stuff. We'll have a good time here. Hopefully you guys like this. Hopefully you'll give us some feedback, tell us to keep doing it or not. But I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Rocker 1 and Mr. Horns Rocker 2 and let them talk about it for a moment.
So actually, I'm going to introduce Adam for this one because I'm just going to lead right into it. The other day, Adam and I were doing some testing on Friday, and he popped up on his iChat, and he had some Ghost playing on his iChat status. And I was like, is he really rocking the Ghost right now?
Sorry, Price Hall.
And it was I was actually really surprised because I was rocking the Ghost just a little bit earlier. And
were you?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Well, that's a bombshell, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
You were listening to Ghost?
Yeah.
Do you have the whole album?
Yeah.
Okay, Ghost is a Swedish metal band. We'll just leave it at that. We're not going to talk about what they sing about, but their melodies and music is really good. And I think we discussed putting up a show notes link on rats.org.
We will. Yes.
We're going to put up a show notes link. I have a song that I uploaded that you will be pirating and I will be pirating if you download it, but you should listen to it because it's good. Sorry, that's the truth.
We don't endorse pirating on the show.
We don't endorse pirating, but I think Ghost wouldn't mind if you downloaded one song because the stuff they sing about, I think they'd like you to listen to it. And don't listen to the lyrics though.
I saw that, yeah.
And then I'd also like to mention on the brighter side of power pop and happiness, Marcy Playground's releasing an album next week. I'm a huge Marcy Playground fan. If you've only heard Sex and Candy, it's their worst song, and they have 5 albums. So that's all I have to say about that.
That's the worst song.
It's their worst song out of 5 albums, and they have a new album coming out next week on the 17th, I believe. And I will post probably a song about that too.
All right, very good.
So, what are you listening to lately? Or any retro or new? Or
Yeah, I'm all about 80s and 90s
Jesus
right now.
Christ, never look at his
Yeah, if you
those scare the shit out of you.
Those are either friends of me on Facebook and follow my Spotify or on Spotify. What?
It's a train wreck.
It's worse than this broadcast.
It's like Madonna and Cypress Hill.
Madonna is not on there. I guarantee you that.
I've been warned. I never did look, but now I'm never going to.
Cypress Hill was on there. It was on there. LMFAO is on there.
Alien Ant Farm.
Alien Ant Farm. Yep. It is.
I was like,
I agree.
Wait, are we actually listening to Steve Miller right now?
We are.
We're not in charge of the soundtrack right now.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, this is a good song.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Like you hear Neil Diamond, then into Steve Miller. It's not always, but it's good.
Yep.
And where are we broadcasting from again?
We're at the Berliner Pub, at Berliner Pub,
yes,
here in Renton, Washington. We are doing the Sonarfeed, we're calling it. Oh, and now we need a drink.
Prost.
Oh,
cheers.
Or cheers. Sorry. I was
Cheers.
tweeting.
Yep.
We're trying to watch everybody. Everyone's saying drink, devil horns. Thank it, lick it, thank you. Right? Come on.
And guys, we are sorry about locking up. We are going to fix the internet here at the upper.
Well, just going medium has helped a lot.
Yeah,
from what I hear.
We went medium,
So.
but it's still taxing their internet. But I know we're going to try to fix their internet here so we can do higher def.
So we're going to do a couple. We have one or two more topics, and then we're going to get into Q&A if you guys want to ask us any questions. Most topics are off the table, but there are a few that are on the table.
But you get one.
I'm not going to tell you
for
what
me,
is.
anything.
Oh, okay.
I'll be honest.
He's playing Truth or Dare. So if you want to play Truth or Dare with Adam,
Jesus Christ!
live
Have you seen the new thing they're doing on Facebook
in
now?
4 minutes.
No, I don't. Hey, Facebook sucks. Twitter is where it's at.
As a back on track.
Yeah,
So-
like that's going to happen.
yeah,
Okay, so anyway, so if you want to have any questions you want to ask us, feel free to ask us either on #rats, #Sonarfeed, or here on the chat window on Ustream. We are probably going to go for about 10 or 15 more minutes, roughly. Our goal is to keep this short and sweet, or really long and painful. I'm not really sure which is appropriate.
No.
I say if we get feedback this is live right here. If we get feedback that people are watching, they want more, we'll give them more.
Well, sure, if people want more.
We have about
But-
40 minutes of battery life.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, we just don't want this to be a train wreck. Any more of a train wreck than it already is.
We warned everyone
we did.
4 hours ago. This is episode 00. We're testing.
No, that ain't happening, brother.
No, it's never going to get much better than this.
Yeah.
I am not
I didn't
making
see that,
out with
yes.
the pipe fitter.
Yes.
I'm not doing it.
We weren't supposed to bring that up.
All right. We like train wrecks.
I've been
Adam and Lee should make out.
Oh, never going to
Now
happen.
wait, are you asking for a friend or was that just for you?
We both have
Let's make
facial
sure.
hair. It's never happening.
I'm only going to say throws money. Throws money gets you a lot of things in this world.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Is that like for you or for a friend?
Yeah.
But once that's answered, that might
Who
happen.
said that? Who wanted us to make it
Lick
out?
it.
Lick it.
Here. I'm giving this to you because you're throw it to the camera. Throws money. That's Sonar. Throws money. Sonar
All right.
feed.
So at this point,
It's a
do you
debacle.
boys? Oh, it's a bit debacle. Do you guys have any more thoughts before we go to the Q&A?
Well, live without a net. First of all, this is episode 00, and this is a test run, so we appreciate you guys hanging in. We know and the drinking didn't help, but we're gonna drink every
I haven't had a
time.
drink all night.
No, we are going to
Oh
drink all this.
bullshit! I'm on 2.5 liters of beer. Okay,
I don't drink at all.
I know he's dry. Okay,
I drink dry. Yes.
Holy shit.
the one thing on the Q&A is I don't think anyone's gonna bring up scarf suggestions.
No, that's our comment there.
Okay, yeah, right. So I wanted to bring up that the rats want to make a scarf, but we're a super ultra democratic, non-hierarchical group.
Which just means that we'll never ever get one done because
We'll
we'll
never
talk
get
about it
one
forever
done.
and never actually make it happen.
But the scarf has to happen. So
Hello, Jeremy.
Hello, Jeremy. Hello.
Oh, shit, security.
Lick it, Braz. But security's in the house, so be careful, guys. Arm of Crass on Twitter is here. He will bust heads.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you, I've seen it happen. Okay, but it's a force for good.
Mostly.
Mostly, like all of us. But the rats would like to make a scarf, and we need artwork submissions, and we need to come to a consensus. And it's being pushed back a little bit farther than I'd like
don't know
to.
if that
So
was-
please,
that may
if you
have
hashtag rats or email us
ones, though.
artwork, ideas, colors, we're just wide open on it. And that's the problem that comes with kind of an anarchic style of a supporters group.
It's Monday.
It's Monday. Thanks, Aaron.
No, it is. No, I'm just saying. That's like it said. you're drinking this much and it's Monday. I believe was the intended.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Oh, now are we on Veggie Talk now?
Let me tell you something, kids. Tomorrow I'm getting up at 5 in the morning and I'm volunteering 3 hours for a company that will go unnamed. But I'm going to help.
Hey,
I'm
some of
giving
us
my
get up at five-
experience
hey,
away.
some of
Every
us get
morning.
up at 5 in the morning, every morning,
Yes.
asshole.
All right, you're losing the last.
I
drink
usually go
by-
to bed at about 5 in the morning.
I'm losing what?
Whoever swears the most buys the last round.
Oh, fuck that. I'll buy the last round.
Well,
See,
then I'm
there you
not
go.
saying another swear word because that means
I haven't
Lee has
said
to buy
one.
the last round.
I just want to clear that I have not said one. The leader of Sonarfeed, or not leader, the commentator of Sonarfeed, said
I'll
0.
go ahead and take it. I own it.
That's fine. You own it.
Oh, I'll just get a shot of Jaeger. It's $5.
Great. $5.
I won't get a whole liter.
Rose money.
All right, so let's open it up. If you have questions,
Yep. Do you have questions?
hashtag us on.
Oh, actually, I want to go ahead and yell at Jeremy since he's actually in the chat room. Hey, jackass, next time somebody stands and waves at you when you're walking through section 206, that might be me. Thanks.
And if you're in the cheap seats in 321, it might be me.
Jeremy, I'll give you that $20 I owe you for ignoring Lee waving at you.
I'll double it.
Next time I see you.
I'll add the 20, 40,
really,
ignore
he didn't
it.
really need any money to ignore me. He was doing it just fine on his own.
No, I gave him money to do that.
Throws money.
Yeah.
You can't beat throws money.
No,
Can't be.
which is not me.
It's you.
No.
Who?
I threw
wait.
money.
God,
Well,
you spent
in this
an
group.
entire trip
Okay.
throwing money.
There were 4
Why?
people
That was
on the trip.
accidental. That was accidental.
I didn't throw any money.
That's true.
I could have, but I didn't because I wanted to keep it.
It's very true.
I
Okay.
don't remember Lee throwing any money.
No, I collected a lot of money in my underwear.
Rats can make money appear in your pants.
Go
So
ahead, tell
at-
that story. Go ahead.
At this point,
No.
we have veered off course just slightly.
Oh, you guys love this.
Oh,
love it.
excellent. It looks like Jay Buzzard's trying to come up and be the Port Scum home game, which will be nice.
Dude, let us know ahead of time. The Rats will
Yeah.
try to help you out in any way, take care of you, show you whatever you need. Hashtag with Rats whenever you tweet.
We're at 9 people now. Welcome in all 9 people. I can't
Yes.
believe we have 9 people watching this train wreck.
I know, guys. Sorry, this is episode 00. We're trying to figure out
It
how
is?
much. Yes.
You haven't said that yet.
Well, I mean, we're. I've said it 4 times,
I
but
know
there's
you have.
there's a new person now.
I know. Relax.
We're not professionals.
No, we're not. Not at all. Oh, the first time home in 3 years.
What?
First time we'll be home in 3 years.
Long time listener, first time caller. What?
Yes.
Jay, where are you planning on staying? Because I think we're now in the freewheeling time, clearly.
Oh, yes.
Jason,
Yes.
where? Because maybe I could return your jersey to you then. That I'm going to get signed by Coach Alan Hinton, Wednesday. Alan,
You
sorry.
been drinking?
Yes, I've been drinking.
Alex Hinton?
Alan,
Would that be with a question mark or without a question mark?
you guys, you're making it really hard on me. I have a jersey. Actually, Jason Buzzard is a true fan.
Yep.
He bought a number 11 Allen Hinton, Darby County. Jason, remind me, what year is that? It's like 75 jersey. I have it in my at home, and I'm going to get it signed Wednesday. I'm going to track down Allen Hinton. I'm going to get it signed for you, and I'll return it to you. You just need to let me know if you want me to mail it back or if I'll just hold on to it, because I'll probably see if you're going to be in town, and that would be cool.
Yep.
Utah. He's stuck in Utah. He's a Sounders fan.
Yep.
Stuck in Utah. I saw him on TV just the other day.
That's right, yeah.
Stuck.
Yeah, you saw him on TV stuck in Utah.
That's right. He was.
He can't, but we're gonna take care of that for him. To have that done Wednesday,
Yep.
I'm gonna get with Alan Hinton, and you've been very nice about it. But if you want something specific, let me know. I know you want it on the front, but if you want specifics, let me know, please.
Yeah, good. All right, folks. So at 7:40, we started roughly 40 minutes ago. We had a couple of issues going on. Again, we do appreciate your patience.
We only dropped once since then.
Yeah, we dropped 1 cent the first initial.
That's a
Turn
big
it down.
upgrade.
So we also know this is Monday. Do you guys want us to keep going for a little bit longer?
Ask questions,
Yeah.
we'll answer them. Now we're going full on open Q&A.
If you want us to continue, please say yes.
And tweet us directly if you have a direct question. But we're also watching the chat room on Ustream.
Now, where do I add my poll? Can I do polls
No,
in
I'm
here?
still not making out
poll.
with that.
Yeah, can I do
It
polls in
doesn't
here?
happen on here.
Oh, okay. Never
Sorry,
mind.
we have all kinds of different software and bandwidth issues that we're gonna
We're gonna
iron
play
them
with
out.
it more. So, by the way, that's what she said.
Thank you for
Yeah. Lick it for making it hard on Adam.
lick it. I have a lot of
We
comebacks
love-
for that, but this is being recorded, and I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, he won't say anything.
Wow.
Ever since the operation, he doesn't talk about that anymore.
I'm 6'3" with the 13 foot, and everything on me is big. That's the bottom line.
Yep. Ever since that operation. So, I think at this point.
Are you
what you
going
want.
with that?
Call it what you want.
All right, pipe fitter.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we
There's questions
appreciate.
coming in. Come on, we got a question. Someone ask a question. You should do
We
this
should just every night. Lick it. You're awful.
You want to destroy us, lick it. That's why you said that. You want us all to go away within 3 days and never be heard of again.
Awful. Let's see here.
Until you drop.
Apparently, Lickett has nothing better to do tonight.
As soon as they get 17 DPs, that's when they do it. or they get a whole team that can't play together. Or
What's the question?
oh, sorry. The question is, if a train leaves Vancouver headed south at 75 kilometers an hour.
I got this.
And hold on.
What's a kilometer?
It's more than
75 is going to be about 56 miles an hour.
All right.
Gotcha.
And a train leaves Portland headed north at 50 miles per hour. When do they
Just
fire
like
their
40
coach?
miles an hour.
When do they fire? No, 50 miles an hour is 50 miles an hour.
Nobody said 60 kilometers
No,
an hour.
50 miles an
Oh, they
hour.
did the conversion. Good. That's even easier. You should have done all kilometers, you dipshit.
One's
Sorry,
coming
I love
from
you.
the U.S., one's
I'm
coming
drunk.
from Canada. Oh, my Lord.
Don't do that to our. That's our client base.
You should mix.
Dance monkeys.
Fuck you, Adam. Wow.
All right, this is now going sideways.
No,
so
no. It's episode 00 and I'm drunk.
All right, so
I'm not trying.
Oh, yeah, you are.
we get
Please.
porn on this machine.
No.
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 The
right.
answer. Well, finish the question. We have two distances from different
When did they
places.
fire their coach?
Oh,
Oh my God! Did you guys
Today.
Hang on a second.
right now, quickly, before they collide, as soon as possible. Now.
What the hell is it? Oh.
It's now. The answer is now.
So
immediately.
anyway, I actually want to talk about that.
Do it.
Did you guys actually watch the press conference?
I
tonight?
did.
I heard about it. I didn't watch
I
it.
mean, I've never.
He was crying. He was crying.
I mean, you can tell he was choked up walking out on stage. We're talking about Merritt Paulson today during the reading of the statements.
Yes, he was.
beat the Big
He was
Brother
crying like a
Sanders.
little, you know what?
I actually kind of feel bad for Spencer because now that he doesn't coach the Timbers anymore, he's actually kind of a cool dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's
And-
okay now.
It reconfirmed that, at least for me, watching that, it reconfirmed that Merritt Paulson's a complete douchebag.
Well, that's
like,
when you came
just
up with
like
the
his
whole
father.
comment, right?
Yeah,
Lindsay
company.
told you to back off because you weren't going to be able to make sense of it.
Well, yeah, no, he told me not to worry about it, not to make sense of it, yeah. It was awful. How do you sit there and make fun of your people who are customers up here in
Wait
Seattle?
a second. We're totally doing step overs to end this show. Don't you worry.
What do you think I've been doing with these two for the last half hour, Lickett? Trying to step over.
So, who's drinking this?
Me.
And who drank a liter? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah. That's
That's
me.
Sonar Riley. This is a liter, kids. This isn't like
I
a
had
can.
him fill it a half a liter.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I'll
Take me
admit,
to your
I drank
liter.
2 liters of beer.
Really?
I'm on the.
We can't- we
I'm
can't
on
tell.
liter. Well, I have about a third left.
Okay.
But I'm embarrassing someone I know.
Do you have
I just
anything
got
else
a
you want to
message.
add?
Oh, so I actually kind of feel bad. Gavin Wilkinson, I don't think he's actually going to be able to pull through. I think there's a lot of damage right now in the clubhouse in Portland, and it's kind of sad because it's really going to wreak havoc on the Cascadia Cup. And if we happen to win it again, or Vancouver happens to win it again, it's just going to cause, oh, well, we lost our fucking coach in the middle of the season. You can't, blah, 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 and yada, yada.
But Wilkinson is the guy who hired, he said it himself, he's the guy who brought in and hired the entire staff and the entire,
Sure, I get that.
all
but
the
it's-
players.
But you know what? I mean, for us, it's...
Okay, hold on. Okay, so now we have a
Right,
question.
You know what, Braz? Thank you, sir. A fellow rat's in good standing, Brazbit, Brazbit on Twitter, just brought up a good point.
Who cried when Zach Awani took the field?
I videoed it, and you can hear me crying.
I wore waterproof mascara and makeup so that I wouldn't, if I cried, it wouldn't be a problem. Oh, like he's showing you his Zach Awani jersey. I didn't cry.
Hey, careful, that wall smears, asshole. It says it right there. Oh, that's another cuss word.
However, I was extremely choked up. I think Jeremy's right. I had a little bit of chubby when he subbed in. What struck me, and I know it's been real.
You got a chubby?
I had a chubby.
That's a little weird.
I only cried.
Awkward.
I didn't cry, but I had a chubby. So say what that will about me.
They're calling me the pipe fitter. Wait a minute.
But watching Zach Awani and the way he handled the postgame when they exchanged jerseys, obviously that made me tear up. That was incredible to see that. So that's a good point. Jeremy does get a boner when the breeze blows. So here in Seattle, that happens quite a bit. It's a good thing he doesn't live in Chicago. That would be.
Why are we talking about chubbies? I thought we were supposed to talk about Zach.
Because that's the commentary that we're getting.
Speed kills is the hashtag, people. Speed kills.
So.
Steve Zakuani. I know he has a couple weeks, months, and probably before next season, before he's 100%.
Yeah,
but the fact that he's a threat.
But that actually brings up that whole thing of Siggy actually talking about possibly loaning him out.
Yeah.
He's a threat.
I actually don't see this being a bad idea altogether.
Well, I have to agree with you, but I want him on our bench. I want the opposing coach.
He got wood, man. He got wood.
I think the opposing coach, if Zach Kawani's sitting on the bench, is going to have to wonder about his subs. If Zach Kawani's always sitting there on the bench until he starts playing in 90 minutes,
the whole idea of
wonder.
subbing him out. Now we're trying to get serious again after that nonsensical last 35 minutes. But
it's the Rats. We're random, okay? True. It's in our name.
True.
We're not going to lose him.
No, we're not going to lose him. But I think that
for a year
the opportunity to get him minutes is more important than having him on our bench. Having him sit on our bench does absolutely nothing for us.
If anyone watched my pirated rebroadcast of the match last night, they would have seen him interviewed at the post-match.
Yep.
And the only thing he said is that he said he had the confidence. His confidence needs to grow.
Yep.
Game fit. So the loaning out thing,
it makes sense.
I agree with, even though it would hurt a little bit, because I'd be afraid. Once you start loaning people out, it's like everyone starts noticing.
He needs minutes, though. He's got confidence now. Now he needs minutes.
Well, he can play in the U.S. Open Cup on Wednesday. There you go.
Right. I mean,
there's actually talk of that.
He could play.
Yeah.
But if we were right in the middle of the reserve season, we had all those extra games to play him in, etc., then it wouldn't make sense to play there. But we're at a point now where it makes sense to loan him out for 5 or 10 games, let him play some minutes, and then bring him back. And Jeremiah's been saying it for a while. I'm quoting him.
Jeremiah Oshan at the actual press conference.
I know, that was pretty good, yeah.
Jeremiah Oshan, no Saudietes, knows more about the Summons than I will ever know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Granted, done.
All right, guys, so we are coming up on an hour. We're going to go ahead and
call it quits.
We won't wait too long.
We're going to do this for a few more minutes just because we know you guys want to see the train wreck.
What else do we have here? I was glad of the first pass. Brasbit says, distraction over. True, distraction over. We know he's back.
Oh, that too, yes.
It's true, he's back. He stepped on the pitch. He's an MLS official player.
Exactly.
He's with the team on the 18. Ziggy started.
Lickett says, I can't stay mad at you silly boys.
When does he get it?
He doesn't.
Why not?
Because he broke the rules.
What rules? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. You lose. Contract signed by him. You get washed. You get sterilized. You get nothing but pay. You lose. Wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You get wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You lose. Black and white, all there. Black and white.
All right,
Lickett, I love you, but I just had to go to that.
We have feedback, man.
Oh, shit, sorry. Okay, there we go, bam.
All right, there we go.
All right,
okay.
we're back. Sorry about that.
So Adam had to have fun with the
I'm
Lickett.
a trigger man, okay?
Yeah, so.
You get nothing.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Nothing.
Black and white.
All
there. You get nothing.
You lose.
Good day, sir.
I said good day.
Clear as crystal.
All there.
Black and white.
Photostatic copy.
You lose.
Feel free
this
to
is the
provide.
post-game show now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because the rest of it was on time and on track.
Aaron, let me apologize publicly to Aaron if he ever aspired to be a public or work for KJR or anything.
Nope.
I fucked it up. It's my fault.
Oh yeah.
No, actually,
And I still haven't sworn
Adam's
more than
fault.
him.
fuck you.
I still haven't said a swear
No,
word yet, but not that I realized I said anyways. But no.
So half the group dropped out.
We did that. All right.
Well, that's the ending of my broadcast. They queued on that.
So
we're back, people. Come on.
we're back for 1 minute, and then we're gonna go back out.
Easily.
So
I don't like quitters.
thank you all very much for watching. We will post this later.
This might be our last episode.
It may be our last episode. Either that or I may just go broadcast myself. Kidding. Good times. We appreciate everybody showing up that showed up. Thank you very much. And we will see some of you on Wednesday night. I believe the Berliner is going to try and broadcast the game, if I'm not mistaken.
It will be on at the Berliner if you don't have tickets.
Yep. And a few of us might end up here.
I helped them set up how to get their internet feed onto their TV.
We will be here. I will be at Mad Pizza early in the afternoon on Wednesday. Getting ready. Not Tuesday. I'm going Tuesday in the afternoon, and I'll be there all day. No, I'll be there Wednesday afternoon. So, thanks all for coming. We will see.
Lick It, this is a kick-ass.
Lick It is not on anymore.
Lick It's gone, but
F you, Lick It.
all right. With that, thank you guys.
Go back. Click on that.
Incendium gloria culpa memo bis punitor della contra etc. You're a swindler. Wrong, sir. Wrong. You're a cheat. Wrong, sir. Wrong. You're a swindler. Wrong, sir. Wrong. And you're a nuts. Good day, nothing you. Good day, nothing you. Good day, nothing you. Good day, nothing you. 37 deep, full static copy. 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 You stole nothing, you what? You stole nothing, you what? You stole nothing, you what? Chocolate? Wrong, you lose. Black and white, 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 black and white. I said, good day.
Well, when does he get it?
He doesn't.
Why not?
Because he broke the rules.
What rules? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. You lose. Contract signed by him. You get washed. You get sterilized. You get nothing. Good day. You lose. Wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You get wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You lose. Black and white, 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 black clear as crystal. You lose. Good day, nothing. You get 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 nothing. You get nothing. You get nothing. Clear as crystal. You lose. Black and white, 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 black clear as crystal. You lose. Fax mentis incendium gloria culpa memo bis punitor della contra etc. You're a swindler. Wrong, sir. Wrong. You're a cheat. Wrong, sir. Wrong. You're a swindler. Wrong, sir. Wrong. And you're a nuts. Good day, nothing. You get 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 37 deep, full static copy. 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 You stole nothing, you what? You stole nothing.